Hey Raiders fans, we're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Las Vegas Raiders. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. That way, you'll always stay up to date with our breaking news and exclusive content. The first player I want to talk about is John Joyner, who gets an A+ from me. I genuinely thought he had a shot at being drafted in the 5th or 6th round. Joyner, a linebacker out of the University of Minnesota, had a standout season with 7 passes defended and a 6.88 RAS score. Given the way the Raiders' depth chart is shaping up, I believe he has a real chance to make the 53-man roster, especially considering the struggles another linebacker on the roster is facing. I'd argue that Joyner is our best undrafted pickup so far, and the numbers back that up. Now moving on to Matt Jones, a linebacker from Baylor, I gave him a B+. One thing the Raiders consistently look for is high character individuals with leadership traits. While Jones may not be a top tier athlete, he brings experience and production. With 113 tackles last season, I'm always looking for guys who can actually help the team. Every one of the 91 players needs to raise the overall standard. I see Jones as someone who can inspire his teammates thanks to his on-field leadership. As for Parker, I gave him an A+ purely based on the magnificent appearance of his facial hair. It's seriously impressive. Standing at 6'6" and weighing 295 pounds, he earned a 60.9 PFF grade last season and allowed 8 sacks. My actual grade for the Raiders signing of him is a C+. Looking at his PFF data, it seems like 2021 was his best year. That said, he's a multi-year starter with tons of college experience. When you're looking for practice squad depth, you want someone with upside. At his size, I think he could easily add 10-15 pounds of muscle. I'd love to hear what you think. Do you believe any of these undrafted players will make the final roster? Cuts usually come in late August, and every season I've covered, I've always believed at least one UDFA would make it. If you believe that too, feel free to drop which player you think could make the cut. If not, that's fine too. This is all about engagement, and I truly appreciate the interaction. Let's move on to Trevan. I'm giving him a B+ as a defensive tackle from Baylor. Trevan, my grade, is a great athlete with a 9.47 RAS score. Last season, he totaled 42 tackles and 3.5 sacks. I trust both our coaches, and when I see an athlete like this, I think he can line up inside or even slide to the edge. His versatility really stands out, and that's a big reason I gave him a B+. Next up, we've got Humphrey, a cornerback from USC. I graded him a B. At 6'2" and 193 pounds, he's a tall, lean outside cornerback who fits the mold Pete Carroll likes. His opposing QB rating was 97.2, with 3 interceptions and 11 pass breakups over his college career. He also had 99 tackles and 2 forced fumbles. He's played for both USC and UCLA, which gives him experience in schemes familiar to Chip. Kelly. I think he's the type of long-term project Carroll would love to develop. Now, let's talk about Haj Malik Williams. I gave him a C. I'm hesitant to go higher until we see how he handles a jump to the NFL level. I respect what he did in college, but the team recently brought in another receiver who offers more athletic upside. No disrespect to Haj Malik, but I don't see a clear path for him to become a pro-level quarterback. Still, if he can show off his athleticism and create value somewhere, there's a chance he sticks around. For now, though, a C seems fair. Let me quickly mention a great deal that just popped up. You can get 25% off a product that blends top-tier BCAAs and electrolytes. It contains 10 grams of BCAAs and EAAs, which promote fast muscle recovery and optimal performance. It's also got minerals for hydration and alertness, preventing cramps and helping you push harder during training. I've been focused on staying in shape for my big day, and with just 38 days to go, every bit helps. Most people know protein is important, but not enough realize how beneficial BCAAs are for recovery and muscle preservation. If you're preparing for beach season, this is something worth trying out. Back to football. The 7th undrafted player is Greedy Barnes Jr., who I graded as a B+. He transferred this spring after 4 years of other programs. He's from a well-known area, and honestly, I love what he brings in terms of immediate contribution. That's rare. He plays nickel corner, which gives him a real shot to stand out. He's a bit undersized but very fast, something we need at that position. As a fellow Los Angeles native, I especially appreciate what he brings to the table. There's also a quarterback from Kansas who I thought would be drafted. I'm genuinely surprised no team took a shot. He had 5 interceptions, 12 passes defended, and 49 tackles, along with 4 defensive touchdowns, the most in Jayhawks history. I gave him a high grade because I truly thought he'd be selected. While his tackling isn't elite, he adds value on special teams with 236 snaps played, though none as a gunner. His RA score was 5.83. Not exactly explosive, but he competes hard. Now let's discuss the player from Iowa State. He earned a solid grade from me, though I didn't do a deep dive yet. His value lies in his versatility. He started 12 games. At left guard, 14 at center, 9 at left tackle, and 3 at right guard. That kind of flexibility is extremely valuable on any offensive line, which is why I gave him a good grade. Finally, we've got a tight end with a more average grade. It's slightly lower because there wasn't enough strong film to evaluate him fully. He recorded 45 catches for 502 yards and 5 touchdowns. He looks like a hybrid tight end or receiver. His hands are reliable, though he's not the most athletic. UDFA on the team. I do like his acceleration, his solid blocking, and his long reach and hand size. His get-off speed is decent, making an average grade feel appropriate. My voice is still recovering, as you can probably tell, but I'm committed to keeping these breakdowns coming. He's got solid traits as a blocking tight end, including reach and hand size, which contributed to the mid-range grade. I really appreciate everyone who stuck with our draft coverage these past few days. So many amazing people helped make this possible. From those behind the scenes to the fans who engaged in real time. We spent over 21 hours together, and I'm sure some names stuck with you. If you can, give a shout out to someone who made this draft special. And for those of you asking about 2025 draft grades, I saw that our last video got over 60,000 views. Clearly, there's interest in an undrafted free agent grading video too. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders. And don't be shy, drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The NFL offseason has been full of surprises, but nothing quite as shocking as the recent rumors circulating about Lamar Jackson and the Las Vegas Raiders. The Baltimore Ravens quarterback, a former MVP and one of the most electrifying playmakers in the league, is reportedly at the center of a blockbuster trade proposal that could send him to the Raiders in exchange for 3 first-round draft picks. This move would not only alter the landscape of the AFC, but it would also send shockwaves throughout the NFL. Lamar Jackson has been the face of the Ravens offense for years, leading the team to multiple playoff appearances and securing an MVP award in 2019. His dual threat ability has made him one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the league, as he can beat defenses with both his arm and his legs. However, despite his individual success, the Ravens have failed to make deep playoff runs in recent seasons, with their most recent postseason exit coming in a crushing defeat to the Buffalo Bills. This has led to growing speculation about Jackson's future in Baltimore, especially as the Ravens have struggled to surround him with top-tier weapons in the passing game. Enter the Las Vegas Raiders, a team that has been in search of a franchise quarterback since the days of Derek Carr. The Raiders have had a revolving door of quarterbacks in recent years, and while they have made some strides under head coach Josh McDaniels, they have yet to find stability at the most important position on the field. This trade proposal, which would send Jackson to the Raiders in exchange for 3 first-round draft picks, would immediately solve that problem. With Jackson at the helm, the Raiders would have one of the most dynamic quarterbacks in the league, capable of revitalizing their offense and pushing them into playoff contention. For the Ravens, this trade would be a difficult pill to swallow. Jackson is their most important player, and the thought of losing him would be a major blow to their championship aspirations. However, 3 first-round picks would give the Ravens a wealth of resources to build for the future. They could use those picks to acquire a new quarterback, strengthen their roster, or even add additional playmakers around whoever takes over the reins. It's a trade that would set the franchise up for years to come, but it would also mark the end of an era In Baltimore, the idea of Lamar Jackson in a Raiders uniform is tantalizing, and it has the potential to completely reshape the AFC West. With Jackson leading the charge, the Raiders could become an immediate contender in a division that already boasts some of the best quarterbacks in the league, including Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert. It would also give the Raiders an exciting new identity, one that is centered around the electrifying play of Jackson and his ability to make plays on the fly. While the details of the trade are still unclear, the mere fact that this conversation is happening shows just how much both teams are willing to shake things up. The Ravens have built their offense around Jackson, and it would be a tough decision to move on from him. But the prospect of 3 first-round picks and the ability to reset the franchise is certainly an enticing proposition. Meanwhile, the Raiders would be getting one of the most exciting and marketable players in the league, and they would instantly become a team to watch in the AFC as the NFL offseason continues to unfold. Keep an eye on the Lamar Jackson trade talks. Whether or not this blockbuster deal comes to fruition, it is clear that both the Ravens and the Raiders are ready to make big moves. In a league where quarterbacks are the key to success, the potential of a Lamar Jackson trade could shift the balance of power in the NFL for years to come. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.